What's up, y'all? So let's go ahead and get into Aaliyah&Dame's reading. I hope you are already subscribed, because girl, we getting ready to roll on out and get started. So let's talk about Dame and his position with Aaliyah. I know that there's this opinion going around that Dame was her true love, and oh, Dame would have made her the happiest she would have ever been, and blah 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 blah. Y'all so conveniently forget that Dame Dash was big pimping Dame Dash. Dame Dash is known for being wild, disrespectful to women. Um, Dame is just a bitter old man. I mean, shout out to Dame or whatever, but you know, Dame, this ain't the Dame that y'all trying to put Aaliyah with. This ain't the Dame that y'all somehow have decided in y'all mind this is who he would have been. Dame would be the very same man that he is right now had he and Aaliyah made it. But we gonna humor y'all. And we're gonna just go off the energy that was present prior to her death. Because again, somehow y'all feel like Dame was gonna be this good dude to her, but he was nothing more than another nigga playing in that girl's face. And he actually was a very karmic situation for her. I know that y'all confuse soulmates and twin flames a lot. And I need y'all to work on that. And I need y'all to understand the difference between a soulmate and a twin flame. Dame Dash was not her soulmate. Dame Dash was very much so a twin flame. He was a repeated situation, a repeated romantic situation, a repeat of a man that she had been with many times before. See, none of these men were any different than the men who had molested her when she was a child. None of them were any different than R. Kelly. Because again, Aaliyah was a young woman. She was a young girl for the majority of the time that she was being mishandled by grown ass men. And although she had taken control of her sexuality and decided this is what she was going to be, and she was going to use her sexuality to help her get where she was going, not that she was untalented. Before you get in your goddamn feelings and hear the shit wrong, sit down and listen. I didn't say she wasn't talented, but she knew that she had something else that she could also offer these motherfuckers because they so vehemently wanted the shit, okay? They so badly wanted to lay with this girl, she decided that, okay, I'm going to use this shit. And for the most part, that's what she was doing until she ran into Dame. For some reason, she liked Dame. Y'all know she had a thing for old ass men. Men that were older than her, much older than her. The appeal and the thing with Dame was, you know, she liked that bad boy thing. Sure Hove was one of them. Sure Hove was supposedly a street nigga, all that shit, you know, but that wasn't who she wanted. And besides, she didn't think Jay-Z was attractive like that. She thought that his money was nice, but he ain't who I want to be with. And it's almost it ain't even almost. It's delightful to see it reflected in a woman's cards that she was really choosing these niggas and dealing with these niggas and choosing to allow them in her presence the very same way that these niggas was do women. Aaliyah was playing the game right along with them until she ran into Dame. And here's the reason why it was karmic for her. Again, Dame was a repeat of every other man that she had already dealt with previously. But she fell for the game. Just like most of us do. We fall for the game. We fall for the bravado that these niggas that present themselves to us, you know, the type, you know. The bad boy, if you will, used to, because those guys are not attractive to me anymore. Again, she had to get to the place where she was going to grow, and she hadn't grown up. She didn't get a chance to grow up, unfortunately. But right now, this is what she was attracted to. Dame came in with the energy of being the King of Pentacles. He was the boss. He was in charge of everything. He came in and showed her this astute man in authority, you know, a man that knew how to take care of business, a man that seemed to represent stability, safety, you know, all of those things that a girl seeks from her man. And Dame led with these things, but he was lying. He was no more than one of these vultures that was attracted to her confidence, her looks, her determination. And with him, he was attracted to the fact that she was easily malleable. Now, of all of the niggas that Aaliyah had messed with, Dame was the only one that was able to reach her in this way. Dame also was on some manipulation shit, whereas that Aaliyah was really feeling him. He was feeling his selfishness cup, you know. He too had no intentions other than controlling her. See, this was his turn. He had won. This was all a thing of getting back at Jay-Z because he too had heard the whispers and he was enjoying the shit. Dame had took Jay-Z bitch. He took whole bitch. You know, there was Jay-Z that was bragging about getting all of the bitches. Dame had took him, scooped his partner bitch. Meanwhile, all of this manipulation going on behind her back, Aaliyah's falling more and more in love with Dame. Again, falling for, you know, that charming shit. He being real graceful and motherfucking romantic to her, honey. He doing everything and saying every motherfucking thing that she wanna hear. So she down for the shit. Like I said, she fell for Dame not only because he's saying and doing all the things that she wanna hear, but she felt safe with Dame. She felt secure with him. She felt like, you know, not only is he making me feel safe financially, you know, he making me feel safe physically too. He was controlling her narrative. But as sure as, you know, these opportunities were there, Dame had his sneakiness going on. And let's say that, you know, they had lasted a little bit longer. Let's say she didn't crash in August. Let's say she didn't crash until December of the same year. Dame already had his plans and plot on what he was going to use her for anyway. He didn't want to be in a relationship with Aaliyah either. He enjoyed the relationship because it was somebody who was there. But he too was controlling the narrative. He was abusing the fact that he knew this girl was in love with him, showing her this fake love, you know, making poor financial decisions, first of all, because he was about to convince her to stop working with who she was working with and come over there and join the Rock. And when that shit didn't pan out and when those opportunities closed up for them, he would have stopped pouring in energy into the relationship too. I don't understand why y'all keep on saying that, oh, he would have married her and he would have done it. No, he wasn't. He was playing with her too. See, he was getting to the point to where he was getting tired of being in a relationship anyway. I know y'all like, oh, they were engaged. They were da-da-da-da-da. Come on now. Dame Dash, y'all. Dame then. Do you really believe that he was going to marry her? Even if you believe he did, he was not. Sure, he thought maybe if things go a little further, but right now this relationship getting a little too serious. Although y'all see, oh, they were in love and this and that, that's what they were showing y'all, but they had their issues too, honey. Because just as much as he was outside, she like, if you can do it, so can I. So she may not have been cheating on him, but she was definitely talking to somebody else. There was some man that was in her life that wasn't serious because Dame wasn't serious. She knew that there was a possibility that he wasn't going to marry her and that if she got pregnant, he was not going to be a good father. These are the things that she already knew. So she was just enjoying the ride while it was along. And if it ended up with them being a family, so be it. But if they had had a baby, they were definitely not going to be together. In fact, he would have began hurting Aaliyah, would have left the girl, ghosted her, and had her high and dry and acting a fool with her. And she would have absolutely changed. She would have changed again. Because here's another great heartbreak for her. Here's a emotional disappointment that happened. This is what Dame Dash had for her. See, once he had his feel of, aha, I stole your bitch, you know, rubbing her in Jay-Z's face, he was going to be done with her. And he was going to break her heart. While y'all sitting up thinking, oh, if he had just married her, bullshit. They weren't never going to get married. That's why Dame Dash is now saying these nice things about her. Because his plans, for whatever he had planned, got cut short. You know, he can't say exactly what was going on. He can't say, me and her had our ups and downs. He wants to make sure that y'all still see him as this fucking Prince Charming in her life when he too was not about shit for her. He too was gonna break her goddamn heart and have her crying and hurt just like the rest of the women that he got out here now. Stop saying that Dame was her greatest love and oh, it's so sad because he was gonna fuck her around too. Worse than Jay-Z did, equivalent to what R. Kelly did emotionally. Well, not what Jay-Z did, because she played the shit out of him. But Dame was absolutely going to break her heart and was going to change her. She was going to become mean, y'all, and surly because of what Dame did. All right, y'all.